So I know we just did the trailer reaction to the official trailer for Godzilla vs. Kong, and this is going to be my breakdown / top 10 takeaways from this trailer, because there is so much to cover in this trailer. And I do want to give a spoiler warning before I start if you don't want to know any spoilers for the movie. I really don't know anything more than you guys watching, but I just want to give a spoiler warning because I'm going to be breaking this down and going very specifically into what's happening. But basically the first thing is we see Mecha Godzilla. We see the explosion, which we really don't know what it is. But then the basically same lighting, same city. We do see Mecha Godzilla very briefly. You see the head and then the red underneath belly. It just has to be Mecha Godzilla. And I didn't notice this when I first watched it, but now I notice it. It's definitely awesome. That is the first takeaway. And then the second takeaway from the trailer has got to be Kong being so calm on the ship. He's chained up, and he's kind of looking, he's holding his hand up, looking at the chains, and he's so calm. This was very weird to me. Obviously, Kong is chained up, does not want to be on the ship. There's no way. And he seems very calm. He seems like he's not bothered at all. Seems like he's kind of chilling out. And that is very interesting to me. That's very weird. I know he has some kind of collar on. People think he might be sedated, but he's a massive creature that it's very weird how calm he is in this situation. Now we do see a little later, we do see him kind of breaking out and getting a little bit more annoyed in the rain, but it's very weird to see him even calm at this moment while he's awake. And then the third takeaway is the connection Kong has with this little girl. Looks like it's one of the girls from the tribe that is holding up a kind of stuffed animal that she made for Kong that looks like Kong. And this is very interesting. We find out a lot more about this. One of the main characters in this movie is taking care of this little girl and made a promise to protect her, said she was left with no one else to go to, and then says how Kong did the same. So basically Kong always seems to have a connection to some human character, some girl character in these movies, and it seems like Kong has become the parent to this little kid in a way, protecting her. And that's a big point because this really shows how humanized Kong is, and if anything happens to this little girl, then that could really explain some things that happen later in the movie, or as to why Kong would fight Godzilla. Then the fourth takeaway would have to be Kong and Godzilla and how mad they are. Obviously, to fight each other in a movie called Godzilla vs. Kong, they clearly have to be mad at each other. But they both look so insanely peed off and mad at each other that I'm very interested as to why. Godzilla comes into this battle, destroying ships. He is getting shot at, but it looks like he delivers the first hit in at least this ship battle. But he looks super mad, gets on the ship, is just clawing, growls so angrily right there. And then Kong is obviously very mad, and the punch he delivers is a really big punch. You see him almost fall over. He does fall over with how hard he punches Kong. So they are extremely mad, and why they're both so mad is very interesting, and I still don't know. I have some theories as to why Kong is mad. Maybe the little girl did die in the scene. I don't know. That's not confirmed. And that's why Kong would be mad. But why Godzilla is so mad, I don't know. And then kind of leading off of that scene, we see the awesome fight between Godzilla and Kong, where Kong delivers the punch and then puts his shoulder down and knocks Godzilla off the ship. That in particular, I just love that scene for some reason. I really love seeing Kong put his shoulder down and just truck Godzilla off the ship. Godzilla's under the water and uses the atomic breath, which is the first time we've seen him use that underwater. I've had theories in my old videos about whether he could do that, and clearly he can, and Kong is getting out of there, is about to jump off the ship, and I'm very interested to see where this battle leads. If Kong jumps off that ship, he will be in trouble with Godzilla in the water, but that was a very cool scene. And then the next scene is very quick. It's the 142 mark. You actually see one of the characters from the movie, and then in the background, you see something, maybe secondary systems, and then something charged, maybe maximum charge, and you see what is Mecha Godzilla. I don't know if this is the actual compod of the mech, or if it's in another place, but you actually see the outline of Mecha Godzilla. This is a crazy shot, and totally gives away that Mecha Godzilla is in this battle if the first shot didn't already. And you see an actual kind of shot of Mecha Godzilla and the different aspects of it. You don't see a full shot, but you do see the feet and kind of the tail and the arms. And this is a very crazy shot and totally confirms that Mecha Godzilla is in this movie, and that's basically the pilot, for the most part, of this mech. And then the next point, the seventh point I'd have to make, is that Godzilla is killing people. It's mentioned by a character from the first one, from Godzilla King of the Monsters, that Godzilla is killing people, attacking places, and actually the shot, if we pause it, shows that he's attacking Apex facilities, but he's also attacking the ships in the ocean. And I know there's people who were saying that maybe Mecha Godzilla was just messing with him, and he was doing this to blame Godzilla, but the shot you see of Godzilla, at least in that scenario, he is destroying stuff. Maybe that's not him destroying Apex facilities, but it does look like he's just kind of destroying the whole land. So unless Mecha Godzilla has a skin that he can put over the metal to make it look like Godzilla, that is not Mecha Godzilla. That is normal Godzilla killing people. That does not leave the open possibility that Mecha Godzilla is just doing it to fool Godzilla. That is actually Godzilla that we know destroying people. And as of right now, he really does look like the bad guy, and I don't see anything that could change that unless Mecha Godzilla is setting him up and had him attack. Either way, we know that Mecha Godzilla is destroying people, but the real Godzilla we know is definitely killing people. Unless he's mind-controlled, he's still killing innocent people right now. And then, at this point, this is the 8th point I have to make, is a shot that I've actually been watching other videos. You see Kong, and he's about to put his hand up to a handprint on rock, and behind him you see, like, upside-down mountains. Now, at first, I was thinking this is like another planet with how it looks. You see a floating ship, but at this point, I've actually realized this is probably the hollow Earth. Because if you see mountains above you, that has to be, I mean, unless we were literally on a different planet, it's gotta be hollow Earth, because you see the rocks way above him. That's the only explanation I see right now. The only other explanation I have is that it's a different planet. So either it's the hollow Earth, or it is a different planet. Which I do think is the hollow Earth now that I'm thinking about it. The 9th point I have to bring up is the epic Kong battle axe. This is absolutely epic. This shot from the trailer. I don't know where this is. You really can't tell. You see there's similar ships, but they mentioned there was a war, Kong was fighting, and then this Kong battle axe shot is easily the best shot in the whole trailer. It's just absolutely epic. Seeing him hold up that axe, it really reminds me of the Alien vs. Predator, where they're battling all the aliens. Just looks so epic, and I cannot wait to see this shot in the movie. But then right after this, you actually see Kong swinging Nazuki into another, which I actually know, I think they changed the name of Nazuki to Warbat. I don't know why they did that. I think I called it Nazuki earlier. It might be Warbat now. But you see two of them. He swings one into the other into possibly one of the best shots. I don't know if this is in the Hollow Earth or not, but this is easily one of the best shots of the trailer, if not the best shot. And it's really cool. I can't wait to see more of these creatures. And I don't know if Kong, if this is a flashback from a long time ago. I don't really know the size comparison, whether this is when he was small, but either way, I'm excited to see more of this in the movie. And then also, a side point of that is that they mentioned that they were the last ones standing, there was a war, and there's a lot of different shots cut together, so we really don't know exactly what they're talking about, whether it's the war between the Warbat and Skullcrawlers, or whether it's all of the Titans. But in this specific shot here, you see what looks like the tusk from Behemoth. It looks like it's charred and burned up, but then it kind of leads up to Kong, or some kind of hairy creature, so it's hard for me to believe that that is Behemoth standing there, just because of the angle we get, but you don't really see the tusk end anywhere. You don't see it broken off. So there's a chance that Behemoth is standing there. The chance he's standing there and his tusk is just burnt. If not, that means Behemoth is most likely dead there. And then we get a shot of Kong, I don't know where he is, looking like he's over a kind of blue shadow of Godzilla, with a lot of different bats flying down, and this has to be the scene with Camazot. Showed a big Camazot creature, but then a lot of little bats flying around him, so this has to be this scene. I heard that Kong is going to be fighting him, still don't know exactly how it's going to go down, but this is definitely Kong in the area of where Camazot is. And then we see Kong hit Godzilla with a rock, and then obviously the end shot is just amazing. Kong holds the battle axe, seems to absorb the atomic breath, or at least direct its shot right at the axe, and then carries it and is following the axe, and then he just drills it with an explosion. I really don't know how this affects it for sure, but I'm guessing because it's one of Godzilla's spines, the spines connect together, so the atomic breath gets attracted to that spine, and he's able to direct it back. If I had to guess, you just kind of see an explosion, but you don't see the damage done. But those were approximately my 10 points. I know it might be a little bit more than 10 if you are very specific, but this trailer was absolutely phenomenal. This is easily the best trailer we've gotten for any MonsterVerse movie, and might rival being one of the best trailers ever. We get so many epic shots. The movie's only 2 months away. Absolutely phenomenal, and I am so excited for this movie. But make sure you let me know down below what you thought of this trailer, and what part was your favorite. And make sure you let me know down below what you think of my theories. I know I have a lot of them. There's a lot of theories floating around, but make sure you let me know down below. And thanks for watching.